This is Karen Ranzi, and I'm here in my kitchen in New Jersey, and it's still winter, even though technically it is the spring. It's March 25th today. I'm here with my son, Marco, and we want to talk with you about the 5 food groups that would be really important to focus on in the cold winter season. So let's start, Marco. What would you like to begin with?
Well, you need to be getting calories in, obviously. And a great way to do that, if you're raw vegan, you know about bananas, but especially in the winter, no matter where you are, you will probably have access to bananas. Obviously, you want them to be speckled, nice and ripe, but bananas are always great to eat, but specifically in the winter when you don't have options like, ripe mangoes or melons and a lot of the other summer fruits. Bananas are even more crucial for a raw vegan and just vegan diet. To go along with that, dates are also a great option. We have some jewel dates here. These are great for calories. You have to make sure you take care of your teeth when you do eat them. I've had some teeth issues in the past because I haven't taken care of my teeth after eating dates. So make sure that you wash afterwards and floss and take
show them a date?
really good care.
Maybe aren't used to
Absolutely.
dry fruit.
This is a medjool date. There's tons of different varieties. This one specifically, King Solomon, is really delicious. So if you could find this brand, I definitely recommend getting some dates. Along with that, as you see the close-up, along with dates and bananas, it's also great to just eat the seasonal fruit that is going on in the winter. Citrus is always great in the wintertime. Oranges, grapefruits.
I love grapefruits.
Are your favorite. Not as dense calorie-wise, but tons of vitamin C and other nutrients that are great for you. Apples as well. So many different types of apples, many different varieties.
I got these at the farmer's market today. Beautiful, right from the farm.
These ones are huge, and these pack a pretty good punch when it comes to calories as well. So this is kind of like the bulk of your calories would probably come from this group in the wintertime.
The wild blueberries from Canada. You can get them at Trader Joe's, also at Whole Foods I've seen them. And these are great. I add them to my green smoothies.
They're outside. So it's really important, at least for me, in my opinion, to let the frozen fruit thaw out for a while before you eat it. So say if you're gonna, throw this in a green smoothie, let it thaw out for a couple hours beforehand, so you're not putting it into your smoothie and making your smoothie really cold. But frozen fruit is such a great option because it is picked and frozen right away. A lot of the nutrients are locked in, and you can get really great prices too. We get these wild blueberries, as you said, and these organic mango chunks from Trader Joe's. You get a pound of organic mango chunks for $2.50, which is really a great price. And if you were to get an actual mango during this time of year, organic mango would probably cost more or the same. The quality is not that good, and you could just end up with a really not great tasting mango. But these always taste great. I always put them in my smoothie, and they're fantastic.
And also I wanted to point out that I take my vegetables, because I really bulk up on the veggies, especially the green leafy veggies, during the winter, and I always take them out of the refrigerator at least 45 minutes in advance, so that I am not eating a cold smoothie or a cold salad or even a cold green juice. And this week I am doing a 1-week green juice cleanse, and so for each time of the day that I take out my greens, which is usually 3 times of the day, I take it out, put it on the table for a while, and then I make my juice. So same with the smoothies, same with your salad. Take everything out of the refrigerator in the winter much sooner.
And speaking of greens, in the wintertime, it's always great to up your green intake. There's so many different varieties out there. Right here we have 2 different varieties of kale. There's so many more. We don't have Russian kale and all these different types of varieties. And just greens in general, there's collards, tons of different types of chard. There's spinach, there's dandelion, wild edibles like nettles. There's so many varieties that upping your greens in the winter, you're not going to get a ton of calories, but you're going to get a ton of vitamins and minerals and really good protein by doing that.
Yeah, definitely. I love the leafy greens. And I eat leafy greens all year round for the minerals, but I bulk up on them big time in the winter. And one of my favorites is lacinato or dinosaur kale, also sometimes called Tuscan kale. It really looks like dinosaur skin. It goes through the juicer real easily. It's great for blending, great to make a salad out of it. But all greens, we have so much abundance, and it's really important to rotate your greens. So like one day having a lot of spinach, one day having a lot of chard, one day having a lot of kale, one day having dandelion. Switch it around.
And next we have something that takes a little more effort but is totally worth your time, and that is sprouting. Right here we have buckwheats that we have sprouted, and you could do this with a number of different types of legumes and beans as well if you'd like, lentils and mung beans.
I love sprouting mung beans, these little green pellets. You can get them at the health food store. You sprout them, fill up the jar up with water overnight. In the morning, pour the water out, rinse them, turn them upside down like this in a mason jar or in a sprouting bag, and then rinse them a couple times a day. With mung beans, they sprout really quickly in just like 2 days. In the warmer season, you can do it sometimes in 1 day. In the winter, 2 days. You get a little tail at the end. That is true life force, germination.
Absolutely.
Buckwheat is great. We make buckwheat cereal. I even make a crust for pizza with buckwheat, with sprouted buckwheat growths. And Marco loves to do broccoli sprouts. Why don't you talk about that?
I do. I just wanted to say one more thing about buckwheats real fast too, is just with all the stuff that we showed you here, if you wanted to, this buckwheat, as you said, is great for cereal. You could sprout this. This is just about done as the tails are coming up. You could do buckwheat with berries and then chop some banana on top and some cinnamon, and you have a delicious meal, and that's all just from the items that we've shown you already. Yeah, fantastic.
Great morning meal.
As you said, broccoli sprouts are fantastic as well. More the green variety, really easy to do. Soaking it overnight and then just rinsing it out in the morning and the evening. I believe you have a video about this that I did for you in the past. And these are a great addition to salads, or if you're vegan, to soups or sandwiches or anything like that. And it doesn't take that much effort, but you're getting so much life force and nutrients that it's absolutely worth the time.
Yeah, broccoli sprouts have sulforaphane, and it's supposedly excellent for the brain as well. It's a amazing food, a life force energy food to add to your salads, and to your juices and to your smoothies. Just use it all over.
Finally, last but not least, we have fat. Just in general, nuts are always a great source of fat. Avocado is kind of the king of fat, and this is great to use sparingly if you don't digest fat as well. Some people, do much better with higher fat. Some people do not so great with higher fat. So you know your body and what you could tolerate. But just in general, I find that in the winter time, I do better on higher fat. I know that the colder air and the colder temperatures outside is more alkalizing with your body, and fats are more acidic. So when you are having, a more alkaline environment, it makes sense to eat some more acidic foods.
And I like a low-fat raw vegan diet, because as soon as I'm eating too much of the nuts, seeds, or avocado, I start to feel congested and sluggish. But each person has to look at what you're eating and how you're feeling. And so I hope that this video on foods that can help you in cold weather, and even though now it's April already, beginning of April, it's still pretty cold out. So we really like to focus on these groups of foods, and we're not getting really much of the summer fruits yet. I hope that you'll subscribe here and like this page, and please share it. If you have any comments about what you eat in the cold weather, the raw foods that benefit you, we'd like to hear that. And so I'm Karen at superhealthychildren.com, and this is my son Marco. Thanks for watching.